What's up guys, welcome back to another Hot 1 LE video. I really wanted the 2SS red and black when I originally got my first SS1 LE, and I wanted them for the ZL1 of course as well. And my choice was either like a 2SS or a 1SS1 LE back in the day when I was trying to decide what to get. And I ended up going with an SS1 LE, but I always wish I got the black and red interior. Well, now you can actually do that with the Recaros, so these will fit SS1 LEs or ZL1s. And yeah, let's just get right into it. These things look awesome. They're actually strong enough to where I don't even worry that the fact that my dog's here. What's up, Kona? Tell everybody hi. Kona doesn't want to say hi. I mean, Kona's tired of my shit. I got it down here on the floor from Kustom Interiors. I just started looking at the pieces, just got them delivered actually. Kustom Interiors, that's custom with a K because a C would be boring. Seat bottom pieces. You can see the back side has nothing like that's gonna mess up your Recaros when you're sitting on it. Everything's like a nice smooth material. It looks like we got some metal clips to hold on underneath and some plastic like spacers that'll hold on to it under to the back side. This is like fully covered, yeah, fully covered piece. It's got the area for the notch, and yeah, these actually look awesome. Arrived good and on time. There's the backing, so these are gonna look great in the rear mirror. We are gonna have to take out the lower back seat and potentially this part. Now I might leave this part in so I could just go ahead and put the cover over it. Once you get the back seat out, that's the kind of easiest way to do it. Now, I am going to say this, taking out the lower back seat can be a pain if you don't know like some basic tricks. So I'm going to teach you. You want to get either a flathead screwdriver or like a small pry bar, kind of like this, and a cloth. So there's basically two clips on each side of the seat. There's one right here on both sides. And they're in there pretty tough. Even if you've taken them out before, they're really tough. One way you could do it is if you're not 6'4" huge like I am, you could get your hand underneath it and pull it straight up as close to the clip as possible. But I got to use my knees to leverage that. That's how strong those things are in. So I kind of want to show you a trick that I've come up with that I learned on my other Camaros, my other Gen 6 Camaros, and how to get it out that. And that's simply with a pry bar and a microfiber cloth. So you're going to be kind of prying between the seat here, and you're going to be basically putting the weight of the pry bar right here on this thing, so you don't want to cause any indentation. And that's all that this is for, so you don't cause indentation. What you can do here is if you start pulling, you can see how the seat kind of comes up and it stops right about here. Same thing here. So you know the clip's basically right there. So if you just, what you want to do is get on one side of it and then pry it. And again, this is going to prevent any indentations that you might push into the lower part there. Now, let's see if we just, boom, that's it. There we go. And the seat comes right out. Super easy. Two rear clips, and then there's these. It looks like they go right down into the seatbelt area. You can just push it down there. There's one more right here. So if you look on the rear, this is the rear belt. There's two loops on each side. You're going to run that through each of these loops here. You kind of see. So you can kind of see the final, how it goes through each of these loops and then clips in around here. These two come out, clip in to hold this part of the seat, pretty straightforward. And then again, the same thing with this one. Goes through those two and then holds on here. Go ahead and take out these back seats. Like, I'm not going to hold anything against you if you got to take out these back seats. These are held in more with Velcro, but I don't think these need to be removed. So that's why I'm not going to do it. And again, you have these in the back, which will go between the seats. And then you got to cut out for the pull tab up there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this and just get this seat on top of it. Make sure my tabs are outwards. And it is hot 1LE today. It is hot outside. So I'm trying to get this done fairly quickly. There we go. Tab here for the cutout tab and the bracket, and then these are just Velcro. They just Velcro onto the seat. That's actually a pretty smart design. Go ahead and pull them a little bit tight and just put them in place. Same with these. All right, cool. So we're just gonna lay this down first, and we don't want to put it in. We got to get our seat belt buckles through the holes first. Alright, so these are looking pretty good actually. I went ahead and just pushed this in so it looks clean right there. But now we got to get all these clips in. So you can see, probably going to get this lower one in first. We have a bunch of these clips. Go ahead and get everything like pushed in how you like it. Probably do this in the last part of it, but now we just got to get these tabs pushed into the bottom here. If it wasn't 100 degrees out today and I wasn't inside the car at 100 degrees, I probably wouldn't be complaining right now. My GoPro is literally burning my hand. It is that hot out here, but no biggie. So if I could do this in 100-degree heat, I don't suggest you do, but if I can do it, then you could probably do it at like any temperature. Kind of a cool technique here that you could use with this panel tool, and I wish I had realized this sooner, but basically you take this clip, you push it in, and then it becomes in a part where it's kind of like wedged. You could just push this part in or down and it forces it in place. Like, why wasn't I doing that sooner? I was using my hands. I mean, boom, that's how easy it is. So, you know, we're not monkeys, so we should use tools, but sometimes you get stuck just using your hands because you don't really think of these things. But that's what I did. And man, does that make it easier. Look at that. And it's in place. Look at that. Wow, why didn't I realize that before? All right, we got them in. Now, don't worry about like little things here and there. Tuck it in, make it look good. It does look really good, like right off the bat. I got no complaints about this. This looks awesome, dude. So, super excited about this, but we need to get the front seat in. Now, you could do this top or bottom first. The top or the bottom of the chair. I don't think it actually matters, in my opinion, after doing these. And the first one, you come down here, you can feel the strap right here. So you can see what this looks like. Here's one of the clips. You don't want to break it. It doesn't feel like it's going to, but you're obviously going to put these right back in. But this is the stock seats. They kind of go on like the covers. It's kind of funny. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. There we go. So that gives you access to the fold in the seat that we were looking for. So now we could go ahead and do the top and the bottom. Able to push this down. If you find there's a little pocket right there between the seat cover, and you could go ahead and pull it down, pull it back, and kind of tuck this in to the rest of the seat. You'll just want to pull that strap down, and we're going to take the excess here and we're just going to tuck this in to the rest of the seat. This might be one of those things easier done with your hands or the tool. You kind of figure out what works for you. So a technique I really found good here is to take this, wedge it between the seat, and that's going to help give you some gaps. Now remember, this plastic is made to not scratch. It's softer than the plastics in the car. So if you do that, then you could actually get your hand in and start working the material down and into it. Otherwise, without that, it's actually pretty tough, to be honest. This allows it to get in there a lot cleaner, and then you just got to finish up and get what you want, how you want it. That's the way to go. So now, once we get this all in, and remember the straps are still not pulled down and everything like that, but that makes a much cleaner fit right there. So we got the underneath seat latch connected. I suggest once you get those ran between the seats, you kind of pull on them, and that'll pull in the material a little bit tighter. Makes it look a lot cleaner. We just got to go ahead and get these front parts clipped in. Make sure when you clip these in, they go to like a support on the seat, and you're not clipping into like the fan housing. If you use the fan housing or something plastic, you don't want to be pulling on like plastic if you don't have to. If you reach underneath there, you'll feel there's metal brackets that go across the seat. That's where you want to get those in. We're gonna go ahead and move towards the top seat. Just gonna open up the top here. Pull this sleeve out and get them on. Make sure your headrest comes out the top. These are just going to tuck on over. And slide that up. Another thing you could do is you could take off this clip right here that holds over the seat cover. It'll kind of give you a little bit of a cleaner look, so they don't look like seat covers. And you're gonna have to kind of finagle how it gets out. There we go. And you see it just holds on with 3 clips, but we could put that back on when we're done. And do the same thing here. We got those tabs that need to be pushed back and in place. And set cover's easy. There's a hole, and that goes towards where the button is. You could actually leave these off if you wanted to, because this looks so good with this. Like, look how the stitching matches up. But I'll be thorough. So the last step is just put the seat clips back on the bottom side, and we're ready to roll. It's that easy, guys.